Death Stranding is the next release from legendary game developer Hideo Kojima, and people are already excited to see what the game has to offer. As well as Kojima, the game is also being directed by famous Hollywood director Guillermo del Toro, known for films like Hellboy 1 and 2 and The Shape of Water. But did you know that the relationship of these two goes back to several years, even having worked on other projects together? Here's some of the times Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima's friendship stood against some of the toughest obstacles in their careers. The Konami Fallout. It's pretty well known by now that Hideo Kojima and game publisher Konami's professional relationship had begun turning sour in the early 2010s. Much of Metal Gear Solid 5's development troubles from 2013 to 2015 are mostly unknown. However, another personal friend of Kojima and host of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley, claims that during the last 6 months of development, Kojima was forced by Konami to be isolated from his own development team at Kojima Productions. With circumstances like this, it's no surprise that in 2015, months before Metal Gear Solid 5 was released, rumors began to surface that Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions would be parting ways from Konami to become an independent studio. This was essentially confirmed soon after, as Konami had started hiring new developers to work on future Metal Gear games, and had removed Kojima's name from all of Metal Gear Solid 5's marketing. The Game Awards fiasco. The final straw for many fans and friends of Hideo Kojima was during the 2015 Game Awards. Metal Gear Solid 5 had won the award for Best Action Game and Best Soundtrack. Many people expected that Hideo Kojima himself would be accepting the awards, but it was revealed once again by Geoff Keighley that Konami had legally banned Kojima from coming to the Game Awards that year to accept any awards for the game. You can probably predict the response to this.
Not be allowed to travel to tonight's awards ceremony to accept any awards.
All was not lost, however, as a year later, this shameful act towards Kojima was redeemed during the 2016 Game Awards, where Kojima came onto the stage to accept the award he was to receive the year prior, giving a heartfelt thanks to all his friends and fans. Soon after, in a surprisingly vulgar tweet from someone in this position, Guillermo del Toro called out Konami for their disrespectful actions towards Kojima, and congratulated his friend on getting back what he rightfully deserved. PT and Silent Hills cancelled. Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro's professional relationship began on September 2012, when Konami asked Kojima if he would direct the next Silent Hill game. Kojima was very excited by this offer, and began development almost immediately. About 2 years later, a viral marketing campaign for the newest Silent Hill game called Silent Hills came in the form of PT, a literal playable teaser. In this free download on the PlayStation Store, the player walks down a hallway with a horrifying atmosphere and scares until they achieve the game's ending, where it's revealed to be a trailer for the next Silent Hill game, being directed by Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and stars famous The Walking Dead actor Norman Reedus as a protagonist. PT was critically praised by nearly everyone, and created immense hype for what was becoming a dying franchise. To this day, PT is still considered one of the scariest gaming experiences of all time. Unfortunately, due to the fallout between Kojima and Konami in 2015, Silent Hills was confirmed to be cancelled by Guillermo del Toro, and even Norman Reedus himself just 9 months after PT's release. Konami even announced that PT would be removed from the PlayStation Store on April 29, 2015. Del Toro tweeted a year later that Konami cancelling Silent Hills after PT was one of the most moronic things he ever witnessed. As you might have guessed, 2015 was a very hard year for Hideo Kojima, but he persevered, pushed, and did his best to move on from Konami, until finally it was during Sony's E3 2016 press conference where his studio, Kojima Productions, announced Death Stranding. The game is now widely considered a successor to the cancelled Silent Hills game, as it's once again being co-directed by Guillermo del Toro and stars Norman Reedus. It took many years, but soon we will see the fruits of what was meant to be. What do you guys think of Death Stranding so far? Leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.